We are live. What's going on, everybody, on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere out there in social media? Today's episode, we're going to cover how some real estate agents need an intervention. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are back. So today's episode, we're going to talk about how some real estate agents really need an intervention. It's almost like they're in a bad relationship and they don't even realize it. That's our problem. And again, one of my goals this year, and even the team has helped me on this, is we're going to try to reach out to other agents and people who may need the help in real estate or guidance and stuff. We just want to be here for knowledge to basically, so everybody doesn't go down the same road, especially that I have. Obviously, I've been in doing this 8 years. I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've, started a team too early. I went through teams, how to, the systems. I've done all of that already. It's spent a lot of money, spent a lot of time. So my goal this year is to help as many agents as I can, and just to network with other agents and different companies, and even within EXP, so we can do training events together and things like that. So that's my goal this year. But look, today's episode, we're going to focus on really, again, it's for other agents to understand that they may be in a bad relationship. And I don't think they know that. And sometimes it's very clear based on some marketing they do or just talking to them. They mention some things that, the rest of us who have been in real estate know. It's like, that's rough. Like, so again, and I want to be transparent here, is obviously nobody's perfect. I don't think any company is perfect or firm is perfect or team is perfect or team leader. Like, there's a lot of growing pains. There's some give and take and things like that. And even for me, I've had obviously team members leave my team. Some left on good terms, some didn't. And then some personally may not like me based on just my personality or the things I say. But I will tell you this, every person that's left my team has left better, right? Better production. And I will tell you, and I will promise you this, that everybody who has left my team and are out on their own, most of them are obviously, they're producing, by the way. But most of them know the business better than most, even in a short amount of time with me, because I teach them the business. I don't just say, hey, call a FISBO, call this person. I don't do that. We teach exactly how to do it, processes for it, systems for it, follow-up, scheduling. We do everything on this team, and we do it together, by the way. That's a team, right? Team for one goal, one purpose, helping each other out and being together. Team leader, team members, we're all together in this every day. So that's a true team. So look, let's go over this intervention. I'm going to kind of give you some points and then go into the real estate piece so you can understand it. So there's going to be some kind of comparisons of being in a relationship, right? Maybe you dated a girl, you dated a guy, whatever it is, right? And you can relate to some of these. So I'm gonna put it in that perspective to make it easier and a little bit, I think, funny. I would hope it's funny. So let's talk about the first thing. Look, agents are notorious, as I always say, is going to teams and firms based off emotion, and based on, and they stay there in the relationship because of that, right? So if you're in a relationship, you're dating somebody, a lot of people will stay there, although the relationship is not the best for them, but they're used to it. They've been in for years, right? It just goes on and on and on. So if you think about that in real estate, it's similar. Agents go off emotion more than actually logic in business, right? Because if they went off business, certain things and certain firms would have nobody there. Really, it's the truth, most likely. right? Because the numbers won't lie, right? The numbers, but it doesn't always come down to the numbers. So let's talk about the feelings. So, when you first start, you're excited, right? Just like a regular relationship. It's like a honeymoon phase. You're excited, right? But as time goes, the attention goes away from you as an agent. So if you join a firm, it's all exciting in the beginning, but once you join, you're there a little bit, you get lost in bigger firms, right? And you can get lost on teams, where you're out there on an island somewhere doing something that, you don't know any better for. Okay. So, the attention goes away and you become just another number. All right. Because that does happen in a lot of firms. Okay. And people are out there right now listening. You got to be listening to this, and they know it's true. They're just lying to themselves. They want to see a more positive piece to it without really, really being true to themselves and saying, you know what? I was promised a lot of stuff in this relationship. I get in over there. Nobody's talked to me. Nobody's trained me, things like that. But we'll cover that. All right. Look, in regular relationships, they feed you praise, right? Based off your emotion, right? So let's just say I put a Facebook post up. Oh, I'm so happy for Johnny here, right? Or whatever it is. Just simple that. That works for some agents, but there's nothing there's no substance behind it after that. It's not like that person's or that office or whatever is sitting down with that agent saying, hey, every day or weekly or monthly to help that agent grow their business. And that's what when I talk to agents, that's what I say. What's the company firm doing to help your business? And you know what I always get? Well, sit duty. When I call, they answer. That's what you get. That's what I get. I get a lot of that. It's ridiculous, right? It's not helping you grow your business. You're a number. Okay. So they feed you the praise off your emotions. Okay. There's never really any substance behind what they're doing for you. There's nothing. We got a training program. Okay. Well, what's your training program? Well, you can attend some online stuff or you can watch a video, right? That's what they give you. That's it. And they leave you out there. Well, we've got some online leads and, you'll be around robin and you'll get them. Well, how do I talk to the leads? Objection handling, right? What's my follow-up plan? Nobody knows it because they ain't getting taught it. Nobody's teaching them. So there's no substance behind the praise and stuff they're feeding you, right? So just keep that in mind. Okay. You're one of many to come through the door, right? Look, real estate is ever evolving and it is like that. A lot of agents make moves a lot. That's part of the business. And the same thing with teams, right? You have team members coming and going. It's part of the business. But some teams have more coming and going than others, right? Because once they get there, and firms, once you get there, you realize it really comes down to you as the agent. And then the substance it's not even substance because it's not there, but what is said is never backed up with substance. No matter what they say, it's really not the truth. And I'm going to do another video next week, and it's going to discuss real estate is similar to politics. It really is. You can spin things in a way and attract other agents based on really a spin of what you're saying. And it's not necessarily always the truth, right? There's a lot more to it than just words, but people get sucked in and hooked in. So that one's going to be next week. So that one's going to be a good one. Be on the lookout for that because I'm going to break down numbers and things like that to show you how to really look at that stuff and sift through the bull crap. So that's next week. All right. So they promise to help your career and your finances, meaning you're going to sell more, I'm going to help you do this, right? But the reality is those people that tell you that, they're never around, right? They're never around you. They're not sitting next to you. They're not making calls with you. They're not training you personally, right? Now, they may answer a call. Again, they should answer a call, man. They should. Like, that is not something you should say, oh, this is a plus or a benefit. If they're a leader, they should answer your calls, your texts. So that's nothing. Look, Even if you're at a different firm, you can text me and you can call me if you need help. If you think I can answer the question for you, I'll do it. All right. I'll do it for you. I don't need to have a commission from you or a split from you. I will help you. So I put that out there. If you're an agent, you can't get a hold of your BIC or whoever, I'll help you. I'll answer your question the best I can. Right. I don't want to cause any conflict with your BIC or whatever, but I want you to know that I'll be available too. And I have no leg in the game with you. So don't fall for that always, right? So they promise to help your careers and finances. They're never around. They only provide what either the firm offers. This is another one. Look, understand something. Listen to me. When people are recruiting you, right? Because every real estate company are not in the sales business, they're in the recruiting business because each company doesn't sell real estate. The agents within the firm sell the real estate. So when they're recruiting you, right, and they only provide what the firm or franchise gives them, think about that. Think about that, right? Because most top agents aren't using anything a franchise gives them. That's the truth. It's the truth. People don't want to admit that, but the top agents do admit it. They're going to tell you, yeah, that's true. The people who are recruiting you are going to tell you different. I'm not going to tell you different. I'm telling you the truth. So when people come to EXP, most of the agents aren't using the EXP programs that they have. They got KV Core, you got some other things in there. They're not really using them. They're coming in for different reasons, and they're coming for the person recruiting them. A lot of them are. So remember that if the person recruiting you is not providing value to you and can't provide value to you and can't tell you what they're going to do for you personally or within their team, you need to go somewhere else. You need to go somewhere else. Stop going to these franchises that tell you about franchise stuff because they've got nothing to give you. They need the franchise. They need the franchise tools to recruit you. That's it. That's the bottom dollar. That's the bottom line. All right. So they're going to promise you a lot. All right. So let's go to the next step. They kind of just give you enough to keep you thinking that you have good, right? So I have these bullet points up here so I can see them, right? So I don't forget because there's a lot I want to talk about. So yeah, they give you enough so you think you're good, right? You have it good. Because a lot of you, like new agents, you don't know what you don't know. You definitely don't know what you don't know. And the problem with the newer agents is for some reason, they will not go and try to figure out if there's a better opportunity. And if they do, they get scared and then cancel on you. Why? Here's something to listen to. You're a new agent and you're watching this, and somebody asks you, it could be any firm. It doesn't matter what firm it is. This is not an EXP video, right? Any firm they call and ask, hey, look, we'd like to meet with you, give you a proposal, maybe to join our team. You should go. You should go because you never know what opportunity you're missing because you don't know what you don't know. And I promise my license, I put my license on it. There's agents out there right now that are getting jacked. You're spending more money or you're splitting more money than you should. You're not getting even half of what you could be getting with certain organizations, other firms, or other teams. But you're sitting there thinking you have it because of a post or because of a pat on the back or listen, man, they're running you through the ringer. I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you, you just gotta trust me, which you probably don't. Some of you don't. Oh, no. I'm going to tell you the truth. Honest truth, right? And I think that's the problem. People don't want to tell the honest truth. So again, they're going to give you just enough to make you think you're doing good. Okay, so meaning like they'll give you some training, right? So most offices do once a month, right? And even when that training, this is true. All of you out there know it's true. That's agents. You get once a month training. Okay, maybe you get weekly. You show up weekly and then something is taught. But seriously, is it taught to really help your career take off? Or is it just like, hey, here's a lender coming in, which lenders are important. Don't get me wrong, and I don't want the lenders coming after me, but think about it. Lenders coming in and teaching you about the loans, great, that's great. But is that going to help your career? No. You need to learn how to generate leads. You need to learn how to process and convert buyers and sellers and what to say, objection handling, what sites to use, right? How often do you do it? Scheduling, marketing, these things you need. That's what you need. And guess what? You're not going to get it in most firms. They're not going to do that. The Bix are not providing it. They're not. If somebody's out there, just tell me, well, my BIC does it routinely all the time. Invite me. I want to see it because I've already been to the offices. I've been to most offices and I know how it is. So stop lying to yourself and stop letting people lie to you, and you accept it, right? You deserve better. So they'll do a little bit of training. So you think, wow, they met with me or they're teaching me how to do this one piece. But think about what they're teaching. Are they teaching you how to be a producer without them? Or are they teaching you something to do while you're with them to support them and their business? It's a big difference. Are they teaching you how to be a producer and have longevity in this career away from them? Or are they teaching you things that's going to help you for within their world, help their needs? It's a big difference, right? Because some people are not going to want to teach you things because they're scared you're going to leave, which you're going to leave anyways, right? Agents usually stay on a team 18 to 2 years, 18 months to, not 18 years, but 18 months to 2 years is generally what they say, right? So, but some team leaders and firms don't want to teach you everything. You leave. You don't need them. They want you dependent. It's the truth, right? That is the truth. Okay. Okay. So, or they provide you some leads, right? But they don't teach you anything about those leads, right? Nothing. So they're going to provide you leads and oh man, I got 100 leads. Did you convert any? No, but I got 100 leads. It means nothing, man. It doesn't mean anything unless you convert them. Right? You can go to any office. If you're making 50%, you're making 100%, 80%, whatever, right? If you don't do any production, it's 0%. So the percent doesn't matter because you haven't done anything. So it's the same thing with leads. You got 100 leads, you haven't converted any of them. You know what you're doing with them. You're not scheduled. You have no minds. Your mindset's all over the place. You have no marketing skills, nothing, right? Marketing is not just Facebook, by the way. Marketing is not just, hey, if you're looking to buy or sell, call me. Look, you don't think 100,000 agents are not doing it? It's the same thing. Same thing. Okay. I'm just being honest with you, right? You got a question about that, a concern or ideas that I have, you think I don't have the idea? Let me know. I'll give you some ideas. I don't care what firm you're with. I'll give you the ideas. All right. So they give you some leads. They think, so now you're like, oh, I got leads. Whoa, right? Well, the person met with me once a month. I mean, this is great. There's more out there. I promise. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. You become dependent. That's the idea, right? Listen, a lot of firms based on franchise stuff, right? If you don't use their franchise stuff, it's concerning to them because it's hard to keep you. Okay. Understand that. Like if you're not using their systems and how they teach you to do things, and you're not incorporated in what the franchise provides, they know it's harder to keep you from other people coming in to recruit you because you're not bought into their systems. Okay. That's the truth. It's the truth. You go there and you already got Boomtown, or you got Sync, or you got Conversion, or you got Real Geeks, or you got your own lead gen. You don't need that, the franchise's leads. Got your own CRM, right? You're already a lead producer. You know how to go get listings. Listen, you hold all the power. You hold all the power. When you go to these companies and you're dependent on what they give you, you're going to be a dependent agent and your career is going to go down the shitter. That's the truth. I know. That's probably a hard truth. I know I have Brittany Howler supposed to be telling me if it's too rough, but she hasn't given me the signal yet. So, but it will. If you're dependent on a person, you're dependent on a firm, you're dependent on a team, you're dependent, right? You're never going to be a producer on your own. And some people want it that way. That's what they want because you never leave them. You know that. You know relatives like that. I do. If I gave some relatives money every day, every week, or gave them things that they'll never leave me, they'll always be dependent on me. I mean, they'll drain me, but you know how the people are, right? So, all right. And then you're going to learn how to be reactive, is what I have up there, right? You're going to be a reactive agent based on leads provided to you. You're never going to know how to go get leads. And listen to me, agents. Facebook posts are great, okay? It's good to get your brand out there and what you're doing, right? You sold something, that's good. You should do stuff like that, right? But if that's what you think lead producing is you post in something of a house, a listing, one that probably isn't yours, but it's okay. But why not learn how to get that listing? Why not work to get that listing instead of posting somebody else's all the time? That's what we do. If you look at my team, look, you can go and look at it, right? Look at my team and see about every agent, right? Every agent on my team has learned to go get listings. They learn to go get listings. Buyers are going to come with listings, by the way, because you got the market share. You get the sign calls. You market your listings. Pushes buyers to you. So, and that's why agents out there, that's what they do. They sit at home. They share other people's listings to drive buyers to them. And they think that's real estate. That's the business. It's not. It's not the business. There's way more to it that other people like us, my team and I, can help you with. Moving on. All right. You think they care because when you ask for help, they help you. Okay. I don't know how many agents told me this just recently. When I call, they answer. Or when I call, they don't always answer, but they get back to me and they help me if I have a question. So they're good with a reactive piece, right? I'm going to call, they then respond, but you don't have any interaction with them day to day, maybe weeks, right? They're not helping your business. They're not. They're just going to answer a phone call. Like I told you, I answer your phone call too. I would. I'll try to help you the best I can without getting involved in any of your firm or anything. Okay. So again, just because they answer your call doesn't mean they care for you. And I would say they care less for you, because if that's the only way you can get them to help you, it's a bad relationship, right? It's like if you're married, I see dishes piling up, laundry, whatever, but my spouse doesn't ask me for help and I don't help her. Am I a good husband, wife? No, I'm not. You didn't ask me. You didn't ask me to pick up them clothes. You didn't ask me to do them dishes. But when you ask me, I will do them. No, you're not. That's right. Do you see the example there? So that's what most firms are going to give you. And some teams are that way. Some teams are going to give you the same thing, right? But they should always be helping you and sitting down with you and going over your goals and helping you achieve them goals day to day. And I'm going to tell you this. The franchises have the Bix. They can't do it. They cannot do it. You know why? Because they've got too many people. Understand a Bix Role, right? And I'm going to do another video on competing brokers in charge, why that's a problem for you as an agent. And if you're not thinking about that, again, you're thinking emotionally and not logically with business. Listen, your Bix, some Bix are out there still selling, but then their job is to recruit, right? Their job is to handle all the drama. Their job is to answer questions for all the agents. They manage the office, administratively wise, right? That's a lot they do. There's a lot of tasks within those things I gave you, right? You think they're going to be able to sit down and help your business? Come on. You got to think that way. And in real estate's like my last career, right? I was Army CID agent, right? And we were law enforcement and we did all the felony investigations within the Army. We used to always say, the agents, the CID agents would say, the organization eats its own, right? Because if you would make a little mistake, they eat you up and spit you out and get rid of you. They would never back the agents, hardly ever. Even but simple mistakes. I'm not talking about like hiding evidence or doing something crazy. I'm talking about simple mistakes, right? Real estate's the same way. Real estate will eat you up and spit you out. Like, it's a tough business. It's cutthroat. It's competitive, right? It's why I have friends on my Facebook that are agents who are just watching what I do. They're not really friends. They're going to share this video with somebody who may not like me, right? Or they're not going to like the video, right? They'll watch it. They won't like it because, God forbid, their name's on the one liking it, right? I mean, it's just the truth. See, I understand that. I'm okay with that. But real estate will eat you up, spit you out. The Bix are there should be to help you, but the realization of that is they can't. They don't have enough time. They don't have enough time. And if they're selling real estate, they definitely don't have any time for you, right? Because now they're competing against you, right? It's the truth. So again, hard truth. People don't like to hear it, but that's the truth. Bix don't have the time. All right. So some you're out there, you're on a team, you make a little bit of money, right? You're making some money. You got one sale in the last 4 months or something. So you're happy with that, which you shouldn't be happy with that, by the way. But what you don't realize is you're paying more money to them than you should, right? The rule of thumb on a team is never give agents 50% or more than 50%. That's the rule of thumb across the board, right? Based on what you provide, though. Now, if there's some teams out there and providing nothing, then they can go ahead and probably give you more percentage because they don't have any substance, systems, training, or support for you. So yeah, they could give you more. And there's going to be places out there that will, right? They'll give you more commission, but you're not going to get anything from it. That's the truth. People know this. Agents know this. They're going to watch this, and agents know who've been to different offices. They know this is the truth. They won't like the video. They won't share it. They won't call me and say, hey, great video. They won't do that. Right? Because it's a cutthroat business. And that's how it's going to be. They're never going to give that credit, especially if I'm not in their firm. When I was in a firm, I would have agents constantly telling me, man, that was a great video. Awesome. Thank you for coming to teach us this or this and that. But now that I'm not in that firm, none of my videos are good anymore. Right? It's not going to work. Right? It doesn't work for them because I'm now their competition. Right. So you can make more money in different places. If you're an agent out there, go interview with other people and see what's out there. Right. But it's more than just money. But that's part of it. You need to have a good mentor. That's going to longevity wise help your career. A mentor, somebody teaches you the business, trains you, and stays with you throughout that learning process. Right. That's longevity. That's going to help you all the way wherever you are, and you continue to go. All right, so here's a funny one, right? You ever break up with or decide you're going to break up with your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband? Well, husband and wife be divorced, but just say girlfriend, boyfriend, right? You're going to break up, and all of a sudden, the other one is like, I'm going to change. I swear, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or I'll buy you this or buy you that, right? That's real estate firms. It's the same way. So if you came, listen, I promise you, if you came to our team and we offered to bring you to our team and we proposed something for you and you go back to your BIC and say, hey, I'm getting ready to leave. I'm going to go Frost team. I'm going to go, 1, 2, 3 realty, whatever it is. All of a sudden, whoa, wait a minute. We can give you more commission. We give you more leads. We could do this. We could do that. That's exactly what happens. It's just like a breakup with a girlfriend or boyfriend. They're going to change. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. So now in real estate, it's the same. They're going to do the same thing. But they didn't do it in the beginning, right? Because they were pulling the wool over your eyes. They didn't try to give you the best offer they could give you up front because it's a numbers game for them. Again, it's not the relationship you think you have. It's not. You've got to really do your searching and be logical with what you're doing and think about it and do the numbers based on everything that's provided for you. Okay. So remember that. You go interview with somebody and you go back to your office, that BIC or whoever is going to do everything they can to keep you. And they're going to throw all kinds of things out there. But why didn't they do that in the beginning? If they really cared about you, right? They really liked you because of a Facebook post or whatever. Are they giving you the best deal? When's your next promotion? Do you know when your next promotion is? Do you know when you as an agent is going to make more money? I bet you don't. I bet you a lot of you don't. right? And that's a problem. Like you're like, oh, well, I got a commission scale. Well, commission scales suck. And there's offices out here that don't have them anymore. And I think you should get away from that because in order for you to make more money, you got to sell more always. You always got to sell more to make more on those things, right? Think about that. When you're a new agent, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know how to get business. You're at a 50% split plus a franchise fee, 55% plus a franchise fee. You're in the 40s. And then in order to get a 60% split, you got to sell so many more houses. You can't even figure out how to sell 10. How are you going to sell 20? Think about it. It's to keep the agent at a certain level with the company making the big portion. That's what it is. That's the truth. Okay, so remember that. All right, remember that. All right, so you're going to leave. They're going to throw the kitchen sink and everything to you. They should have did in the beginning. Remember that when that conversation happened. And if nothing else, listen, if you're a new agent or an agent out there, you guys should be taking these opportunities. If a company calls you and you're interested, you think, oh, maybe go interview with them. Go. It doesn't matter what company it is. Go. Because this is what you can do, right? You can still take that offer and go back to your company or team that you're with now and say, listen, I was offered this. Would you match it? Either they match it or they don't, right? But it still can give you a better deal wherever you are if you need a better deal. Okay? So again, looking out for you guys. All right. Okay, so here's a funny one. This happens all the time. So you start getting attention from other people, another guy, some other girls, right? Then your girlfriend, your boy, they would get jealous. They get jealous. They want to, hey, come in here. Either you fight about it or they give you more attention, right? Real estate's the same way. Real estate companies and teams, right? When I do videos, sometimes it spurs other companies to do similar post, right? It's just to combat what I'm saying because people see it, right? But they're not coming out with it first, okay? And it's the same way as when a certain people or whatever start giving you attention, they're watching that. So then they're scared or they're worried or they don't want you to leave or they don't want you to think, man, these people are giving more attention to these people or these people are giving more attention than we are. So that becomes a problem, right? So then all of a sudden there's more attention to you and it works for some of you. You don't see that. It's like they didn't do that 2 weeks ago, but now all of a sudden when I told them I had an interview with somebody or I met with them or I'm thinking this, all of a sudden, man, think about it. Quit being duped. That's what I call it. All right. All right. Again, it all comes down to a few things, right? I think it's all about emotions. It's not about logic or business sense, right? There was an owner that I talked to before, a real estate owner, and we had discussions on how real estate agents are so non-business savvy. Okay. Because they're not doing numbers. Meaning, where does your business come from? Is it the company, the franchise, or is it you? Right? Those numbers. Okay. Where's the training you're getting? Is it monthly, weekly? Never? Are you competing with your broker? I mean, that's a whole different conversation, which I'll cover. But like, there's a lot of things you don't know, and the agents aren't learning them because they're going to places who are not teaching them. Look, I've been to 3 major franchises, right? All of them have good people, great leadership. But listen, it's a business. Like I said, it is a numbers business and recruitment business. It's not sales, it's recruitment. All those companies are in to recruit. So that's why I laugh, right? Because everybody is trying to say EXP is only to recruit. It's not true, but think about it. Companies are recruiting every day. My team just this week got calls from a company, right? Which I know those calls, okay, to recruit them, which is a good thing. And I told them that's a great thing, right? They're seeing what you're doing. They're probably looking at Broker Matrix and they can see that line going up, meaning that the production is going up from what it was before. And some of them were at that company, by the way, before when the numbers are down, Now they're up, right? And they want back, but they did nothing to get them up. Nothing. No time, no effort, nothing. Okay. But you just got to think about the numbers and really look at yourself as a business. Stop believing the hype. Stop believing what people tell you about whatever, right? EXP is not a recruitment company, but it's different. EXP has agents and it's agent centric. So if agents do bring people over, yeah, they get compensated. You don't think other firms are compensating those people recruiting agents? What? Oh, yeah. And if you don't think the Bix for these firms are recruiting every day, come on. You're crazy. You don't think agents are out there recruiting for other firms to get a one-time bonus? Really? One-time bonus? So you bring in a $5 million producer and the company's going to give you a one-time bonus, but the company's going to generate thousands of dollars off that agent or team. Why not go to EXP and bring over your buddies, and EXP pays you every time they close something? Why wouldn't you do that as an agent? Why wouldn't you help yourself? Right? It doesn't make any sense. It's extra business, extra money. And it goes to you, right? Not the firm, you. Again, because you're not business savvy. You're not thinking business. You're thinking with emotions. And like I always say, those who think with the emotions are amateurs. Those who think by commitment are the professionals. I'm going to leave you that. I've been on long enough. Hopefully this video helped you. If you're an agent out there who's getting duped or doped, whatever you want to call it, we will help build your career and your production. Our team, I'm not saying me, you notice this, our team, I've got a best group team members that care about each other. That means a lot to me as a team leader. They care about each other, and I see that. If you were on this team, you would see a difference. I promise you that. It's a difference. Yeah, I'm going to hold you accountable. And yeah, I may be grumpy here and there. And no matter what people are going to tell you, don't always believe one side of the story. I'm not that mean, not that crazy. But I do care about agents, and I'm very passionate about real estate and helping agents. And I think our team would help you and help your production. And we can get you from A to Z faster than any firm. That's a guarantee. Guarantee. I'm going to guarantee that. Me against our team against a firm, not even close. We're going to take you from A to Z faster. You get more attention, and you're going to get way more with our team than you realize. Our team provides more system support and things here than some offices do. Some offices do, or firms, meaning. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that. Give us a call. If you want an interview, confidential, nobody needs to know, everything's good. I look forward to hearing from maybe some of you. And if you got any problems or issues, give me a call. I'll help you through them. Just as like your BIC would or should. But they should be helping you a little bit more. Right? Yeah. They should be helping you more. All right. Have a great day. Be on the lookout for some big announcements coming. I got one coming next week. Tomorrow, I'll be interviewing a top producing EXP agent. She was one of the first, maybe the first, to go EXP here. I'm going to talk about why. How did she take that leap of faith when nobody else was doing it? So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, or I'm going to have that tomorrow on our interview. So be on the lookout for that. All right, everybody have a great day. Take care. Peace out.